Hey guys, Lester, and welcome back to another Minecraft video here on the channel. Today, we are going to be talking about the brand new update coming to Minecraft, which is Minecraft 1.17, the Cliffs and Caves update, part 1, according to them. Because if you guys didn't know, originally it was meant to be a bigger update than what I'm about to go over, but they decided to split it in half, so the first update will be 1.17, the second one will be 1.18, it'll probably take another year and a half for that to release. But besides that point, I'm going to be basically going over everything within this update today. I have the Wiki page brought up to the right of me, so I'll have that also linked in the description if you guys want to follow along with me. And I'm just sort of going to talk about every single new thing added into the game. Keep in mind, guys, I have also reviewed some snapshots from 1.17, which is also why I'm not going to be going too in-depth with things and whatnot. But, however, if you guys would like me to make a separate video specifically talking about one thing within this new version of Minecraft, I definitely will. And also, that or not, I might actually do it anyway in the future as well if I need some videos to talk about. Because this is going to be our update for a while now. So we might as well get used to it. And I've saw a lot of new, interesting, and probably game-changing things in this version. So if you guys have been enjoying the Minecraft content on the channel, smash the like button to show your support. Consider subscribing if you are new. And let's hop right into this. So the first thing we're going to want to talk about is the amethyst bud, which is this thing right here. Amethyst bud grows from budding amethyst, which is found in the amethyst geodes underground. We've seen that before in the snapshots. Starts out tiny and grows bigger, and once it gets to the biggest form, you can break it off. Unlike crops, each growth stage is a separate block instead of a block state. Blocks only when mined with silk touch. It only drops when mined with silk touch pickaxe. So if you want to grow your own thing, you have to mine it with silk touch. And there's 3 total stages, as you can see here. Next up, we have the amethyst cluster, which is, the final stage. Mature stage of the amethyst bud. It drops amethyst shards if broken, and it is affected by fortune and silk touch as well. Next up, we have the new azalea bushes or leaves or whatever you'd like to call them. Azalea has variants of either non-blossoms or pink blossoms. Bush-like blocks that can be planted on dirt and grass blocks. Both azalea can grow from moss blocks when bone mealed and used on them. The variant of pink blossoms is seen as small flowers in game. So this is what they look like without and with blossom. It's literally just a new plant pretty much. There's nothing too much to it. You can stand on it, do whatever you would like to with it. But that is the azalea bush, and you can also get the leaves from it as well, which look like this. So pretty nice plant. It's interesting that we got a new plant after so long. I mean, that does change up decoration things. Next up, we have the block of amethyst, which is crafted by using 4 amethyst shards, not 9 like we're used to, but 4 amethyst shards, and you will get the block of amethyst, which looks like that. Pretty cool. Next up is the copper blocks. Now, I'm not going to go over too much with them, except if you guys remember, the copper has different stages, and it essentially corrodes over time or changes. If anyone knows the Statue of Liberty, which I assume the majority of people watching this do, it's pretty much like that. So it started off brown, turned green over time, and I believe the process is over a large time of day. I forget. It's not listed here how long yet. I might find that information later, but it's on my snapshot video on how long it takes for it to go from one color to the other. So that is pretty cool. Next up, we have block of raw metal, which can essentially be raw copper, raw gold, and raw iron. And it can be crafted into respective blocks of the raw material, which are these right here. So there is new raw material, which we will be going over in more detail later down in the showcase, but I just wanted to quickly talk about that. We have budding amethyst, which we've already talked about. We have calcite. Calcite, an off-white stone that generates in the geodes between the smooth basalt and the amethyst. So again, you only find that where the amethysts are. We have candles. Can be dyed any of the 16 colors in Minecraft. They can be lit by any item that produces fire, so like flint and steel, etc. You can place up to 4 of them in a single block area, similar to how the sea pickles work. So like that, or you can do like 2, 3, and that's pretty much your options. And again, it says you can get flint and steel or, you know, anything to light them. So let's light them. And that's what they look like. Pretty cool. And that's the candle. Cave vines. I just basically have vines to show. Cave vines are a natural light source with a light level of 14. They drop glow berries, and we'll be seeing that whenever we check out the generations in the caves underground later. We have cobbled deepslate, which is this right here, which is a brand new type of block. It pretty much looks like a combination of stone and basalt, or I forget which block is in the nether these days, but if you know what block I'm talking about, that's what I'm referring to. Cobbled deepslate drops from deepslate when mined in a pickaxe without silk touch, and it can be crafted into the different walls, slabs, whatever. And of course, there's polished, chiseled, and all the other stuff. Next up, we have the copper ore, which has its 3 variations. We have regular copper ore, the deepslate copper ore, and the block of raw copper. That is what that all looks like for anyone curious. The deepslate we'll be talking about a little bit more later, but I just have that right coming up first. And the copper, of course, can be molded into slabs, stairs, etc. Now on to the deepslate itself. Deepslate, a dark gray stone that generates in blobs between heights of 0 and 16. Has a hardness value greater to that of stone and has to be mined with a pickaxe. Drops cobbled deepslate, which we've seen. Can be obtained with silk touch, which this is the pure deepslate. So if that's cobbled deepslate, this is regular deepslate, for example. And of course, it also has that's the polished deepslate, which I will show you guys real quick also what that looks like. That's this one right here, as you can see. So pretty cool. Now, within the deepslate, we have a multitude of deepslate ore. We have deepslate, coal, iron, copper, gold, redstone, emerald, lapis, and diamond. Now, without me showing all you guys, there'll be an image on screen right now, which will essentially show you what is the difference between this and the new, ore, which all the ore in vanilla Minecraft also got a new retexture, so this is what it looks like now. So I just wanted to show you that little infographic so I didn't have to waste time placing everything and you guys can see for yourselves what it looks like. Now, deepslate ore adds a added deepslate variant to all ore. It takes twice as long to break them as normal ore, and can be obtained by used in blasting and smelting recipes like normal ores. And I'm pretty sure there's no, it doesn't say anything about it dropping more. Dropping more of the material. It just says literally that's what you'll find there. Because if you guys didn't know, they're adding sort of like biomes underground. So there'll be different kinds of caves and stuff. That's why they added these new types, which is pretty cool. Drip leaf, which is this right here. Drip leaf allows an entity to stay on it for 1.5 seconds before the entity falls through it. So it's sort of like you'd stand on it and then it breaks. It's just a plant, but that's pretty much what that is. Dripstone block, which is this right here. It's a decoration block. It appears to be made from some materials as the stalactites and stalagmites, but as a full cube. So you'll be able to mine probably the dripstone and craft that into it, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have the glowstone frame, which is an item frame. Placed entities that appear to glow. Placeable entities that appear to... Placeable entities that appear to glow. So let's say I wanted this to glow. Boom. It's literally its purpose. It's just a new type of item frame, which is crafted with... It'll be crafted with I think either glowstone or the new glow squid sack. We'll have to see. It's not necessarily telling me that on the wiki, but I think it'll tell you in your recipes thing on here whenever you get on. Glow lichen, which is this right here. It's naturally occurring light source found rarely in caves, glowing on any face of the block, so you'll find that in the caves. Hanging roots, again, decorative block that can be placed on the underside of any block obtained with shears. Otherwise, it just breaks like other things in Minecraft, like leaves or whatever. And it can be obtained using a hoe on rooted dirt, turning it into normal dirt. Oh, that's how you get it. Okay. Anyway, next up we have infested deepslate, which is essentially the monster block, you know, the silverfish block. So that's what that means, essentially. They are now called infested. I don't know if they've always been called infested, like at one point, whatever version. But anyway, the monster blocks are now called infested blocks. Next up we have the lightning rod, which can be crafted with 3 upper ingots. It directs lightning to it within a 32 block radius. So if you want lightning to strike a specific spot, you use the lightning rod. We have moss block, which is a block with a grass-like texture on all sides, which is pretty cool. And you guys have already heard me talking about like what it can be used for. It can be fertilized with bone meal to grow grass, tall grass, moss carpets, yada yada. And it can expand on different surfaces as well, like any other type of grass block. Moss carpet, same pretty much deal. Same texture as the moss block. It can be crafted with moss blocks or obtained by using bone meal. Applying bone meal to them. So if you put bone meal on a grass block or moss block, it forms. Hey everyone, sorry to cut your video short, but I wanted to quickly insert this little self-advertisement for my channel. If you guys do not know, I have a membership page on my channel now on YouTube. As you see right here, simply all you have to do is scroll down on your video premiere or live stream, whichever you are watching, and click the join button. There you will see a displayed tier list of 4 different tiers on my channel. These are to help support me on the channel if you would like to, you know, support me a little bit more than usual. Now, as you can see from each tier, the price goes up. However, I will tell you right now, there is not crazy benefits like you might see on other channels. This is simply just a small little gesture of kindness that you might want to show towards me and my channel to help support me and things to come in the future. Now, one thing you will get is a nice community badge that will show up in every comment and every message you type on live stream chats, or like I said, in the comments section. Another thing you will be granted access to is the emojis. Currently, I only have 2, as you can see, but I do plan on adding more as I get more members. So I didn't want to take up too much of your time. Back to the video. Thank you guys so much for your support. The moss carpet on top of it. That's good to know. Next up, we have the powder snow. So here's the powder snow bucket. It basically, from what I understand, it forms snow, and you can like walk through it. So, like so. It's kind of weird, and it says it basically gives you a freezing effect. As you can see, I'm literally freezing standing inside of it, which is pretty interesting. I'm not sure if all snow biomes are going to have stuff like this now, but that's what it is saying. Leather boots can be worn to prevent the entities from sinking into the powder snow, so if you have leather boots, you can stay on top of it. It can be collected with a bucket, that's why I have it. And entities on fire melt powder snow when colliding. What? Entities on fire... Oh, entities on fire melt powdered snow when they hit into it. Okay, good to know. Smooth basalt, which is this right here. Have I talked about this already? It's a variant of basalt that composes the outer layer of the amethyst geodes. So yeah, this is part of the amethyst geode thing, yeah. Spore blossom, which is this right here, available only in creative. So you can only get this in creative. And it's going to be in... It's currently unused in the Lush Caves biome, so that's part of the underground biomes. So currently it's a creative mode only thing. Tinted glass, a black variant of glass that is transparent to players but does not let light through. So if you use any aspect of this, you'll know what to use it for, essentially with that. We have Tough, which is a deep grayish stone that generates in blobs between 0 and 16. So it's a new block that generates underground. Pretty cool. Now, new items. We have, of course, copper ingot and amethyst shards. We've already talked about both of those. The glowberries, which can be obtained by smelting raw they can be eaten, restoring 2 little food bar points, whatever you call it. They grow in cave vines, and once harvested, the vines will lose their glowberry texture, which is pretty interesting. The glow insect dropped from the glow squids, which we'll be showing off very soon. When killed, it can be used to craft the glow item frames and can be used to make text glow on signs. So you can actually make signs glow now, which is pretty cool. So I'm actually gonna test that. Boom. Oh, and look, I actually got a achievement for it. But yeah, literally, that's pretty funny. and a pretty cool mechanic to actually give signs more depth now. Powder snow could be powder snow bucket, which we had, can be used to place powdered snow wherever you want, and can be used to fill cauldrons with powdered snow, and obtained by using a bucket on powdered snow. So we already knew about that. Raw copper, raw gold, and raw iron ore is it drops mined when you mine any of the ore with the pickaxe or higher without silk touch. So that was these three things over here. So this is pretty much what you get now from mining iron, copper, or gold. I'm not sure. I mean, the ingots still exist, right? Yeah, the ingots still exist. So this is like what you get now from just mining it, and then you smelt this into the ingot. Yeah. So it's an extra step now. So instead of you carrying like the ore block home, you now just get this chunk and you can take it home. So that's why you can probably use fortune on it now, but not entirely sure. Now, let's talk about the spyglass really quick, and then we go on to the mobs. So spyglass has had a little bit of improvements. They changed how it looks. It used to be a circle, now it's a square. Has a little bit more texture to it. It can be crafted with 2 copper ingots and the amethyst shard. When used, it zooms in. As you can see like a bunch of stuff like just zoomed in. Don't look at the sun. It'd be kind of funny if it killed you if you looked at the sun with it. But yeah, pretty cool. And apparently as you can see, there is like a unique animation whenever you use it. Pretty sweet. Now, let's move on to the 3 new mobs. First up, we have the Axolotl. Can only spawn in complete darkness, and where there's a natural stone block less than 5 blocks from the spawning place. The first amphibian added to Minecraft. So, if you guys don't know what amphibian means, it can be on land and in water. So, it can be caught using, as you can see, a bucket like any other fish. It can come in 5 different colors, yellow, brown, white, blue, and leucistic. With blue being the rarest. Blue axolotls are very rare with a 1 in 1,200 chance of spawning. 1 in 12. What? Why? This isn't Pokemon. What is that thing? A shiny? Jeez. Okay. Plays dead when damaged on water, receiving regeneration 1. Attacks drowned guardians, elder guardians, squids, glow squids, and fish. And they have a 2-minute cooldown after doing that. If a player kills a mob and an axolotl is in combat with, the player gets a regeneration effect. So he's literally like a assist guy. So let's spawn him on land. This is what he looks like. He's pretty slow on land. He's pretty cute though. Spawn him in water. Alright, so this is what they look like. As you can see, there's some brown ones. There's some, that's probably that color that I couldn't pronounce. Yellow ones. These would be the white ones. Yeah, and we're not going to get blue, so I'm not even going to try. But yeah, they look pretty cute and adorable. They do attack fish and stuff like it does say. But yeah, they can move on both land and water. Pretty cool. Next up, we have the goat. The goat spawns in mountain biomes. Currently a placeholder, it says for until the new mountains are added. So they do plan on adding new mountains, but right now they just spawn in mountain biomes. They can jump higher than other mobs to avoid obstacles, up to 10 blocks high. They take reduced fall damage. They avoid powder snow and can be bred with wheat to make a baby goat. A bucket can be used to get milk from them, and they do not drop anything at the moment, it says. They have a 2% chance of spawning as a screaming goat, which are the most hostile and make different noises. So, you have normal goats, and then there's the, quote, screaming goat. I don't exactly know what the difference is, but I'm sure we would find out. And there's a baby goat if you're curious. So, yeah, pretty adorable. And finally, we have the glow squid. Originates from the mob of the same name in Minecraft Earth. Underwater mob that behaves like a regular squid, can only spawn in complete darkness, again with the complete darkness, and where there's no natural block of light, is attacked by the Axolotl, what we've already seen. Drops glow ink sacs when killed. Does not affect the light level, even though it does appear to light up, so keep that in mind. Glows in the same way that magma cubes, vexes, blazes, eyes of spiders, drowned, and endermen do. Stops glowing for a short time and swims away quickly if taking damage. So this is the glow squid. Let's get a bunch of them in. So as you can see, they look pretty freaking adorable. And of course, they're a new type of squid. So very interesting. And of course, like I said, that's how you get the glow squid thing to make your signs glow. So if you want them, you want them. Oh yeah, and now the little guys are attacking them. And you guys can see their little like animation where they stop glowing and then swim away. Yeah, I just created a massacre in front of me. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Now, world generation, we have the amethyst geodes, which can spawn, which I've already seen, the azalea tree, which generates above lush caves, either on the surface or underground. Lush caves do not generate in normal worlds. So lush caves currently do not generate in the normal worlds right now, according to this. The amethyst geodes I've already shown, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Biomes. We have 2 new biomes. The dripstone caves, currently available only in the buffed or custom worlds, and the lush caves, like we just said. So both these will be coming in 1.18. They currently do not exist, just so everyone is aware. I am going into spectator mode just to show you guys currently what it looks like down underground here. As you can see, there is the new ore types. There is the vines that can spawn that we've seen. So pretty much currently this is just normal Minecraft cave generation right now. You can see the amethyst geodes right there. But I don't know if you guys have heard, but once they do the 1.18 version, the caves are going to look completely different. I think in the one snapshot, you can still play with the new cave generation. Because I think I showed it off in one of them that I was playing. But yeah, this is currently what they are working with. So again, normal caves right now, just with added the geodes and some of the stuff in the water. But everything else I mostly went over will be generating whenever there is... oh, here's the new block. So that's what it looks like here. That looks actually kind of interesting. It looks modded, but I think we've gotten used to that at this point when there's a new Minecraft update in vanilla. But once then, like, all this stuff gets added in, the Minecraft world generation will be completely different for the rest of eternity. But that is pretty much going to do it for... Why am I not... Oh, I'm in spectator. Duh. Oh, wait, I forgot. I can just do... that. Anyway, that is going to do it for this Minecraft version. I don't know when part 2 is coming out for the Caves and Cliffs update. All I know is this is it, what we've got to work with right now. So pretty much they've added all the items. Now they just need to do the generation, which will be in the next update. Again, don't get your hopes up for this update coming out anytime soon. Personally speaking, from what I've seen in the past with Minecraft, it's going to take them at least another year probably. If they surprise me and bring it out before the end of this year, I will be shocked, but I think it's not coming out till next year. Otherwise, that is going to do it. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite item is in this new update. Or mob, I suppose. Look at him jumping. Look at him jumping like a cute little goat. But thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, consider smashing the like button to show your support. Subscribe if you are new. And I will catch you guys all in the next video. Have a great day. Stay safe. Goodbye.